Okay, I'm going to continue reading my books, which I have a goal to finish in this year. Let's get started. Dedicate times on the job to develop new skills. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by how much you need to get done at work. People whom I have mentors, particularly ones who are recently started at a new job, often feel that there are a new job obtains that feel that their task list keeps growing and growing and that they are falling apart like future and future behind. They spend all their energy trying to catch up and don't devote enough time to developing the skills that could actually help them to work more effectively. The solution is to the solution is to borrow lessons from Google. Google pioneers an idea called 20% times, where engineers spend the equivalent of 1 day a week on a side project to make the companies better. Initially, 20% time was a controversial proposal. People doubted it would improve the company bottom line. In fact, the investments empowers engineers to create and launch products like Google Gmail, Google News, and AdSense, which now comprise the three of Google's core offerings. Many other engineer companies have followed suit, adopting similarities in innovations policies. To invest in your own growth, you should carve out your own 20% times. Is it more effective to take it 1 or 2 hours chunk each day rather than in one full day each week? Because you can then make a daily habit out of improving your skill. Your productivity may decrease. Uh, your product your productivity may decrease at first, or it might not change much if you are taking time away from web surfing to other distraction. But the goal is to make investments that will make you more effective in the long term, in a long run. So what should you do that? So what you should let me think. Okay, so what should you do with that 20% time? You can develop a deeper understand of area you are already working on, that tool that you already use, or you can gain experience in what Stephen signifies the former head of Microsoft's Windows division called adjacent discrete line. These are the discrete line related to your core role, and where increased familiarities can make you more self-sufficient and effective. If you are product manager, adjacent discrete lines might include product management, user research, or even back-end engineer. If you can if you are an infrastructure engineer, they might include machine learning database, internals, or web development. If you are a growth engineer, adjacent discipline might be data science, marketing, or behavioral psychologies. Knowledge in ejection discipline would not only be useful, but you also be more likely to retain the information, because you will actively particular activities practitioners it. Okay, whichever route you decline. Whichever route you decline, here are the suggestions to take advantage of the resources available to you at work. Okay, first, Study core or core abstraction writings by the best engineer at your company, particularly if you are at the big technologies company with a large share code base with true code in some of the core libraries written by earlier engineers. Start with ones that you used before. Ask yourself if you would write in similar code and how could might learn from their examples. Understand why certain choices you were made and how they were implemented and see if earlier versions of code were rewritten and address shortcomings. You can also do the same with any well-designed open source project that your company uses or is considering using. Write more code. Write more code. If you feel that programming is your weak point, keep a time away from other activities like meeting and product design and spend more time to build and writing code. That is my goal because I feel like my code is I still not good. That is my weakness. So I need to write more code on algorithm. So spend more time of buildings and writing code. Over a decade of research and learning has shown that the more effort you spend with retrieving knowledge from memory, the better you will learn and retain those ideas. Since activities programming expends more effort than passively reading code, you will find the practicing the crafts is in high leverage activity for improve your programming skill. Moreover, it is easy to think you understand some things you read, yet only you find large knowledge gap when you actually set out and do it. That's me. The third one, go through any technicals. Go through any technical educational material, go to any technical educational materials available internally. Google, for instance, has a wide array of code lab that teach one core abstraction and guides the best practice for various languages or written by veteran engineer. If your company maintains designs, documents, or take talk, use them as learning opportunities. Go through any technical education material skill available internationally. Go through. Oh, that's very important. So let me just highlight this. Very important for me for study code for how many? It's gonna be a lot. So I think so. Let's just keep reading, but I'm not going to. Let's just keep recording myself, and then I see how I can come back and listen to myself later, so I see how my English improved since decade. So they go through any technicals education material available internationally. So that's the first one. Next one, master the programming language that you use. Now I'm using JavaScript, so I think I need to be mastered at JavaScript. Read a good books or two of them. I need to go back to read JavaScript. Focus on developing or solid gap on the advanced concept in that language. Read a good book or two on them. Master the language. Master the programming language that you use. Read a good book or two on them. Focus on developing a solid gap of the advanced concept in that languages. And get familiar with the core language library. Make use that the least one of your languages is a skipping language, Python or Ruby, that you can use as your Swiss Army knife for quick talks. Okay, send your code review to the harshest critics. Optimize for getting good, truthful feedback rather than for lowering the barriers to getting your work check-in. Ask for more details review on those implementations you are not as confident about. Discuss software engineer design with your company's best designer in order to avoid writing great code or design that doesn't work well. It's my job. No one review my codes because I work a lot. So I will try to review myself then. A lot to go. Okay, next one. Enroll in classes on area where you want to improve. That's why I join formation. Okay, this could be course efforts for on the company campus as nearby university or online through educational initiative like Coursera, XX, Udemy, or Udacity. Online education is exploding. So you can easily sign up for classes or in machine learning, mobile developing, computer networking, compilers, and more. Many of them taught by professors from world-class institutions like Stanford or MIT. Many of large technology companies will even pay for your classes. I wish I can join a large company and can go learn for free. Okay. Participate in design discussing of products you are interested on. Okay, don't wait for invitation. Ask questions if there are might you being a silent observer or even participant in a design meeting. If mailing lists are open in channels, ask yourself read through key conversation in the archives. Work and diversity of projects. If you find yourself always doing similar tasks using similar method, that's going to be hard to pick up new skill. Interweaving different projects can teach you. Okay, go to other project. Okay, can teach you one problem. Are commons across projects and what might just be effective for your current one. Moreover, research one learning confirms that the intervals practice of different skills is more effective than repeated. Okay. Mass practice of a single skill at particular preparing people to tackle unfamiliar problem. Okay. Work on diversity of projects. Make sure you are on a team with at least few senior engineers who you can learn from. I'm not sure. Next job I will find. If you are not, consider changing project or team. This is how increase your learning rate for remaining 80% of your time. Okay. Jump valueless into code you don't know. Jump valueless into code you don't know. After a year of observation, Bob Johnson, a former engineer director at Facebook, concluded that engineering success was highly correlated with having no fear to jump into the code they don't know. Fear of failure often hold aspects. Causing us to give up before we even try. But as Johnson explained, in the practice of digging into things you don't know, you get better at coding. Okay, that's really cool. Create learning opportunities out of your 20% time and your create learning opportunities out of your 20% and you will standardly improve your skill and productivity. Always be learning. Next topic I'm going to read. So today just finished and then we'll see you next topics with always be learning. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.